Purple Positivity Podcast for February the 26th, 2018. I am your host, the amazingly adorable Rebecca Thistle, podcasting to you live-ish from my coat closet in my new apartment, which I call Thistlework. Actually, I call it Jeffrey Thistle. Ooh, I got hiccups. Jeffrey Thistlework. Yes. Why am I podcasting from a coat closet? I'm trying something new. Bite me. So, I want to talk to you today about flying. Flying with the penguins? No, I've already talked about that, but kind of. No, I want to talk to you about flying. If you know me, and you may or may not, hopefully you do, but if you don't, listen. Shut up. Shut up and listen. Okay. I am I don't want to say like uber fan, but a pretty big fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series by Douglas Adams, which is the only trilogy I'm aware of that has 5 parts to it. So, that always makes me laugh. And if you don't understand why that's funny, just Google it, please. Google it. I tried once to explain that to my son's father, and long story short, he's in jail. It has nothing to do with anything. But it made me laugh. Oh, you gotta laugh on a Monday, right? Anyways, so The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a book within a book, and it sort of helps structure the narrative. I will probably cover this series on the Purple Lit Nerd podcast later this year, but basically The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is Wikipedia on steroids. So like Wikipedia has entries for essentially everything on Earth. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has entries basically on everything in the galaxy. And one of those entries is on flying. And it says that there's an art, or rather a knack to flying, and the knack comes in being able to throw yourself at the ground and miss on accident. So you've got to accidentally miss the ground when you throw yourself at it. It's a mess. So how does this work in practice? Well, in Life, the Universe, and Everything, which is the 3rd book in the series, one of the main characters, Arthur Dent, finds himself plummeting to the ground and certain death, and right before he should hit the ground, he realizes that the bag that he is carrying is not the bag that he had half an hour ago, but is in fact a bag that he lost years prior in his timeline, at least, in the Athens airport. And his mind is so consumed by the realization of this fact and the shock of the realization of this fact that gravity essentially forgets about him. And what he figures out is the way to stay airborne is not to think about the fact that he's airborne, but to think about basically almost anything in the world. Think about Athens airport. Think about, what's in the bag. Think it's a very silly scene that culminates in him getting hit in the back while airborne, by the way, getting hit in the back by a cocktail party. But that's neither here nor there. But I was listening to this, or re-listening to this, recently, and I started thinking about there's a certain philosophical implication, I guess you could say, to this humorous portion of this book series, and that is that I think I think sometimes when we're trying to chase our dreams, i.e., flying, that we get caught up in trying to figure out how to defy gravity, should we say, and instead our focus should be on something else, anything else. So for example, um, I I had an idea about 18 months ago for a product that I wanted to sell online, and I still want to sell it online. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to sell this product online. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want anybody to steal this idea. But I had the idea for the product, and I started developing it, and kind of planning it out, and then as more resources became available to me, I started actually creating some of this product. And in the middle of just starting to create parts of this product, I stopped and I went, okay, well, how do I actually do this? And here I am 8 months later, and I haven't done any further work on the product whatsoever. I'm not gonna lie. I put my focus in the wrong place. Like I instead of focusing on, okay, let's create this product and let's have it ready to go and then worry about these other minute details, I started worrying about the minute details. So I put my focus where it didn't need to be. My focus shouldn't have been on how do I defy gravity. It should have been on the bag in my hand. What I had in my grasp, in my control. And I'm going back to this idea of staying airborne by thinking about anything and everything in the world except what you're actually doing. It's weird for somebody with ADD and OCD to think, you know what, you can control the things you think about? What? Because it seems so much of the time like I don't have control over what goes through my brain. If you've ever listened to this show before, you should know that. Even listening to it now, you should be able to tell that sometimes I go off track. And I go off track on the drop of a dime. Like, I mean, seriously. Because my brain just goes all over the place, and I'm trying so hard to keep it focused right now. But it is possible, and it is well within control. And so I think that's a good knack to have. A knack for flying, which is basically a knack for controlling your thoughts so much that you don't even notice that you're airborne. I think that's a good knack to have. So, that's really all I have to say about that. So, if you would like to contact me on social media, the username to look for is PurpleBecca923. That's PURPLEBECCA 923. That is my username on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. That is also my email, purplebecca923 at gmail.com. I actually also bought. That's one of the ways I have to keep myself on track. But I actually bought the domain purplebecca923.com, but don't go there yet because it's not ready. It's not ready yet. It's not ready. It's just not ready. Okay? Okay. So don't go there. Don't. And now I'm sure a bunch of you are going to go there. I say that like a bunch of people are listening right now. Like, in this moment. Anyways, so that's all I have to say. So until next time, remember to go out there, create what you deserve, believe that you deserve it, and create it. And then once you've done that, go fly with the penguins. Bye.